are the mighty lamb in massive monster and evolve.
A darkly enchanting world brims with secrets as a lamb rises to guide a devoted flock. Players balance leadership, combat, and exploration, each choice flowing with satisfying rhythm and challenge. Progression and hidden rituals reward careful attention, encouraging repeated play and experimentation. The visual style and soundtrack subtly deepen immersion, complementing strategic gameplay. Thoughtful pacing, evolving threats, and rich customization make every session engaging, crafting a complete, memorable experience that grows with skill and patience.
But righteous victory will be yours.
Metal Slug Tactics reinvents the classic run-and-gun series into a thrilling turn-based strategy game. The hand-drawn art style captures the iconic Metal Slug look with vivid detail and fluid animations. Combat is engaging, with diverse unit abilities that encourage tactical thinking and creative approaches. The story keeps players invested, while missions balance challenge and fun. This game is a refreshing take that respects its roots while bringing something new to the table for strategy fans. Caroline Walker is on a quest to locate the lost twin girls at a mystery home. She awakens and linked to antiquated medical equipment in a bathtub, and she must explore the mansion's halls to discover its mysteries. The game adds a new touch to classic survival horror with an updated control mechanism and dynamic camera. Caroline must engage in violent battle, remain vigilant, and solve complex riddles to discover the mansion's hidden mysteries. Mirrors serve as doorways to alternative realms, and Caroline must navigate them to change reality. Death Road to Canada is a game with limitless replayability. As every aspect is randomly generated, players can confront up to 500 zombies at once and use the character creator to include themselves, friends, and family in the game. The game includes unique events, weaponry, and characters with odd skills. Players can participate in interactive fiction events where their choices affect the conclusion, which varies depending on the traits of their party members. Death Road to Canada supports local co-op with up to 4 players, each controlling up to 4 characters at once. Economic ambition meets dungeon discovery in Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault, a refined shopkeeping action RPG. Will returns to navigate a vast shifting complex where ancient technology and lethal guardians protect high-value artifacts. Gameplay alternates between precise dungeon exploration and strategic storefront management, creating a satisfying dual rhythm. Equipment upgrades, price testing, and village expansion provide steady growth. Lush pixel art and a rich score elevate each run, while creative boss encounters demand sharp preparation and tactical reflexes.
Someone with patience.
OPUS Echo of Starsong. Full Bloom Edition is a visual novel-inspired adventure game set in a lawless planetary system amid a gold rush. Players take on the roles of exiled aristocrat June and sorceress Ida, who go on a voyage of self-discovery in search of treasure-filled asteroids. The game's plot is intricately complex, with a 7 to 10 hour main storyline and 2 to 5 hours of side tasks. Players must navigate through dozens of random encounters and decide whether to play it safe or risk everything. The game includes light musical puzzles to assist players uncover the mysteries of the asteroids. Penny's Big Breakaway is a 3D platformer game featuring Penny and Yo-Yo, a street performer with lofty goals. Key elements include food power-ups for Yo-Yo, temporary boosts, and avoiding Eddie the Emperor's penguin army. The game has several modes, including story mode, time attack mode, and in-course stage, where players may show off their skills and earn cash for additional goodies, hidden levels, and unlocking material. The game is set in the bright world of Macaroon, where players can discover hidden skills. Patience is the true hero in Jump King, a vertical ascent built on nerve and precision. A determined knight climbs a forbidding realm in pursuit of a distant promise, where every ledge asks for commitment. Progress depends on reading space, charging each leap with care, and regaining composure after slips. Secret routes and alternate approaches give the climb more texture than its simple premise suggests. Sparse visuals keep attention fixed on height, tension, and timing. Shortcuts reward sharper memory and nerve. At the summit, persistence feels elegant. WitchSpring R is a heartfelt journey with a unique sense of wonder and discovery. Its art style feels warm and expressive, while the turn-based combat adds a thoughtful layer to every encounter. Character progression is rewarding, and the world feels alive with small, engaging details. The soundtrack matches the tone perfectly, adding depth without being overwhelming. A quiet but meaningful adventure that grows more immersive the deeper it goes, filled with care and a gentle sense of magic throughout. GigaBash is a thrilling and chaotic brawler where gigantic monsters clash in vibrant arenas. The gameplay is energetic and fun, with a variety of unique creatures to choose from, each boasting distinct abilities and playstyles. The destructible environments add an exciting layer of strategy, making every match unpredictable. The multiplayer mode is especially entertaining, encouraging both competitive and cooperative play. This game offers non-stop action that keeps players engaged and coming back for more. Coromon is an exciting turn-based warfare game set in the land of Velua. As a rookie battle researcher, you must assemble a team of Coromon, chase down intruders, and deal with an emerging threat. The game includes over 100 beautiful animals, each with their own set of characteristics and abilities. Players must learn a stamina-based fighting system, selecting skills and attacks intelligently. The game takes place in 6 primary zones and cities, with hundreds of interconnected paths loaded with missions, mysteries, and goods. Dark Deity 2 raises the bar with sharper battles, richer classes, and steady progress that keeps each chapter engaging from the early moments onward. The maps feel thoughtfully crafted, pushing careful planning while still keeping the tempo lively. Party growth stays satisfying, giving real freedom to shape every hero's path. The story moves with clear focus, backed by strong dialogue and a memorable cast. A strategy game worth many hours for players seeking steady challenge, firm depth, and consistent quality in every fight.
That fate is exactly what I'm afraid of. You're destroying our last...
One Lonely Outpost creates a calm, rewarding rhythm of exploration and building. With its retro sci-fi art style and laid-back pacing, there's something deeply satisfying about turning a barren planet into a thriving colony. Farming, mining, and connecting with settlers all feel purposeful without being overwhelming. The gradual sense of progress keeps things engaging, while small discoveries add depth to the world. A thoughtful game that rewards patience and curiosity with quiet progress and a strong sense of atmosphere. Wallachia Reign of Dracula hits hard with old-school action and tough-as-nails gameplay. It's a challenging throwback to classic side-scrollers, packed with precise platforming, responsive controls, and a satisfying difficulty curve. The hand-drawn visuals and voice acting help sell the gothic atmosphere, while the soundtrack pushes the intensity even further. There's a real sense of reward after every level, making it hard to put down. A solid choice for those who appreciate sharp mechanics and retro design done right. Tanuki Justice explodes with retro energy, pairing classic arcade action with a colorful 16-bit style that hits hard. The twin Tanuki heroes leap and blast through waves of enemies with satisfying precision, backed by catchy music and sharp pixel art. Stages are short but intense, demanding quick reflexes and memorization. Boss fights are a true highlight, each one unique and challenging. For anyone craving old-school run-and-gun chaos, This game brings the heat with confidence and attitude, making every level a rush of nostalgia-fueled fun. Okinawa Rush hits hard with its fast martial arts combat, responsive controls, and retro pixel art that feels straight from the arcade days. The combo system rewards precision, while enemy variety keeps each encounter intense. Soundtrack pumps adrenaline into every stage, matching the tight level design. The story, though simple, adds flavor to the action, and character animations carry satisfying weight. A great pick for those craving challenge, style, and side-scrolling intensity without fluff. Few action games strike this balance so confidently. A shadowed kingdom brims with quiet tension as its lone knight rises to protect it. Players navigate a nimble, determined hero through twisting corridors and measured skirmishes, where timing and focus shape every move. Hidden paths, subtle upgrades, and thoughtful choices reward careful exploration, while a restrained, painterly style and soft, thematic soundtrack deepen the atmosphere. Combat flows naturally, challenges sharpen skill, and each progression invites deeper engagement, making Good Night Night a fully realized, captivating adventure. Gentle magic flows through this enchanting life simulation adventure. Towa, a young priestess in training, tends a sacred tree while befriending mystical spirit guardians. Gameplay weaves cultivation, exploration, and deepening bonds at a warm, unhurried pace. Seasonal events and guardian relationships encourage continued play. Soft watercolor visuals and a soothing soundtrack create a calm, inviting atmosphere. Unlockable areas and hidden secrets reward patient discovery. Towa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree provides a peaceful, heartfelt retreat. Mail Time is a charming, cottage-style adventure set in a serene forest. As a mail scout, you must deliver letters and goods around the Grumblewood Grove, explore bright and quirky surroundings, leap across flower fields, and climb tall trees. Customize your scout with over 46,000 permutations and earn badges to improve your flying skills. Explore 8 unique locations, including wooded settlements, wetlands, and farmland. The game is user-friendly with no time constraints or pressure, enabling players to explore at their own speed. Dicefolk is a strategy roguelite game in which players take on the role of chimera summoners and interact with a range of fearsome monsters to create the ultimate squad. Aaliyah, a teenage hero, learns her ability to make alliances with chimeras and battle malicious forces. To traverse combat, players must pick from over 100 hand-drawn chimera, each with their own distinct attribute. Each chimera has a distinct skill set, and battle decisions have a big influence on success. Players may personalize their dice to increase their control over attacks and abilities, contradicting typical RNG mechanisms. Death Squared sets a tone of quiet tension, turning clean rooms into clever trials of trust and timing. Set inside a testing facility, players guide distinct cubes through shared puzzles that reward patience and coordination. Each stage flows with steady pressure, inviting smart moves over rushed ones. Beneath the simple look lies thoughtful progression, optional routes, and room to master solutions in new ways. Soft lighting and subtle audio keep attention steady. The journey feels complete, measured, and very satisfying. It rewards patience and planning. Let's Build a Zoo is a management simulation game in which players may build their own zoo by importing and breeding exotic animals, hiring employees, and administering various events. Players may mix more than 300,000 different animal species via DNA splicing. The game allows users to construct a private zoo with over 500 species and experiment with different combinations of DNA. The game lets users to keep the zoo happy by adding structures, flora, paths, and enclosure decorations. Players can also select whether to run the zoo ethically or participate in illegal actions to increase money. Tactical foresight and desperate resistance define Tyrant's Blessing, a turn-based strategy adventure set in a world conquered by the undead. A band of survivors fights to reclaim their homeland, using clever positioning and environmental interaction to overcome skeletal forces. Every turn rewards careful planning, ability synergy, and protection of vulnerable allies over reckless force. Character progression, branching choices, and permadeath stakes keep decisions meaningful, while challenging encounters demand composure and tactical clarity. Funtasia is a 2D racing game in which players must save Funtasia, a utopia populated by fuzzy animals, from an apocalyptic flood of debris. The game is simple to learn, but it needs mastery of time and equilibrium. Hills, pits, bridges, quicksand, cliffs, and dark tunnels are among the difficulties in the race route. The essence of the game is constant acceleration, with breaks indicating weakness. Players compete on 10 circuits, mastering 40 various cars with distinct performance characteristics. They may compete in single or team modes, as well as on online leaderboards. Old-school dungeon crawling returns with brisk momentum in One More Dungeon 2. A solitary adventurer descends through procedurally generated corridors filled with traps and hidden chambers. Combat unfolds in fast first-person bursts, rewarding quick reflexes over reckless charge. Each run reshapes layouts and enemy placements, encouraging adaptable strategies. Boss encounters test timing and resource control under pressure. Unlockable abilities extend replay appeal considerably. Pixel-inspired visuals and energetic music reinforce its retro tone. A focused roguelite built on refined skill. Primal Light is a side-scrolling action platformer with a retro soul and sharp pixel art. The controls feel precise, and each enemy encounter demands focus and timing. Level design stays fresh with clever traps and varied enemies, keeping momentum high without being overwhelming. The soundtrack adds a moody edge that pairs perfectly with the strange, otherworldly environments. This is a solid homage to 16-bit classics, packed with just enough challenge to keep players locked in from beginning to end without feeling unfair or repetitive. WitchSpring R, The Story of Eirudy, is a cozy RPG driven by heart, humor, and steady growth. Training magic, crafting gear, and guiding Eirudy through quests creates a comforting rhythm that keeps motivation high. The story leans into friendship, hope, and personal strength, rewarding curiosity and kindness. Combat stays welcoming yet satisfying, while the soundtrack adds gentle energy. Hours pass easily, leaving a warm smile behind. Side activities, cute interactions, and constant progress keep curiosity alive.
Thank you,
Elemental energy and political tension shape the tone of Alphadia III. A determined young hero and companions confront shifting alliances across a continent divided by power struggles. Turn-based combat rewards thoughtful skill combinations and careful party balance. The energy system adds strategic depth, encouraging experimentation in evolving encounters. Optional quests and alternate outcomes invite exploration beyond the main storyline. Classic sprite visuals and a melodic soundtrack reinforce its nostalgic atmosphere. A faithful role-playing adventure built on tactical planning. Teratopia invites players into a vibrant world filled with creative puzzles and colorful creatures. Its engaging gameplay encourages exploration and thoughtful problem-solving, making every moment rewarding. The art style is lively and full of personality, while the soundtrack complements the whimsical atmosphere perfectly. Controls feel intuitive, allowing smooth progression through various challenges. This title combines delightful visuals with clever mechanics, creating an enjoyable and memorable journey for anyone who loves imaginative platformers. Old Man's Journey tells a quiet, thoughtful story through gentle puzzles and hand-drawn landscapes. Hills fold and shift like memories, turning simple paths into moments of reflection. The music supports the mood without pushing it, letting scenes breathe. Each chapter adds warmth and meaning, creating a calm, emotional journey that stays in the mind long after the final scene fades. Small details in the art and motion give every location heart, making each step worth taking. The pacing invites patience, rewarding attention with quiet satisfaction. Project Starship X is a refreshing take on space combat and exploration. The controls feel tight and intuitive, making dogfights engaging without ever feeling overwhelming. Missions vary enough to keep things interesting, and the ship customization adds a personal touch to gameplay. Visuals are clean and vibrant, with smooth performance even during intense battles. The progression system rewards planning and strategy rather than just button mashing. Overall, it's a game that's easy to pick up but offers depth for those who want to master it.